Bye bye Taos Ski Valley. And I've got to get up to the top of there. I've got a 2,500 foot climb in front of me this morning, which is why I'm trying to get an early one. Pack's pretty heavy. I've got 3 days of food and quite a bit of water because I don't know what the water's going to be like. Hopefully it's going to be similar to what it was in the Columbine-Hondo Wilderness. I'm heading for Ranchos de Taos, which is about 60 miles, because I've got to get back on the main trail. As I said earlier, this is an alternate to do Wheeler Peak. Right. Well, so far so good. This trail's been a lot better than I expected. Really well graded, and it's not been as steep as I thought. That's probably going to change in a bit though. Nice and cool as well. This big steep sided valley. Sun's not in it yet. This little creek, the Rio Hondo I think it's called. It's barely a trickle now, look. I'm nearly right at the end of it. Not too far now, I don't think, before I'm up on the top. There's me looking forward. I'll be following that ridgeline shortly. I'm going up and over that peak. Yeah, I'll be in the sun up there. There's a nice early morning view of Wheeler Peak. Looks nice even from here. All right. This is where I join up with the Northern New Mexico loop hike, where I would have come. What a view. That's where I'm going along that ridge there, look, you can see. So I guess this will be the trail here. Take me up and across. Right, let's have a look. Well, that's bringing back memories. You see that little town down there? That's the northern end of Cuesta. And I've already took that shot from further down, so I've stood between here and Cuesta and took the similar shot, but only closer. And if you look out there, right there, look, I'm absolutely certain that's San Antonio, in fact I know it is, that's San Antonio Mountain. That's the mountain that I walked round rather than get up and over because of the water shortage. So literally in front of that mountain I've walked all across that flat area, sort of a diagonal line, and then to get to Cuesta. That was a tough couple of days, that, especially with the damn thunderstorms. Right, let's have a look the other way. That's where I'm headed now, look, up and over that peak. But I gotta tell you, man, Wheeler Peak Wilderness, and which is over there, and Columbine-Hondo, where I am now. This is Columbine-Hondo Wilderness, and I'm still in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. Absolutely gorgeous, stunning. I could sit here all day and look at that. Look at them mountains to my left. Wheeler Peak and the rest of them. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, that's the top of the first peak. I forget, it's over 12,000, I forget exactly what it was. Keep going too high. Right, that's where I'm headed, if you can see, right down there, look. See that flat area? That's where I'm going. But obviously I've got to go across this mountain range first and then drop down. I think that's San Cristobal down there, which is where I'm aiming for tonight. And maybe push through a little bit. But we'll see. There's a few clouds out now, thank God, but that's not going to be good news for later on, I don't think. I mean, it's about 9:30 and clouds are starting up already, look. Well, I just bumped into a German lad. He was going the other way. He stayed at Columbine campsite last night, so which is somewhere on this ridge, I think, or below the ridge. And then he's heading into Taos tomorrow. I mean, he's only about 5 miles off it today. And then he's going to do Wheeler Peak. The trail's not great. When I say not great, it's not easy to find a lot of times, unless it gets better further along I go. This first mile I've just been working off of bearings because there's no trail. It's a bit frustrating, especially when it's warm. You want to be cracking on. Alright. My next climb up. The trail's got better since since I last spoke to that German lad. It's getting a lot better. I hope there's one up this damn thing. That was a steep climb. I'm glad I had some tree cover, else I'd have been struggling. Whew! Oh, that breeze is nice. Let's have a look over here. Another cairn. Yeah, that's where I'm heading. Out there. I've got a few more climbs yet. That's where I'm trying to get to, down there, look. Well, that's the first view I've had for a while. Wow. That's where I'm trying to get to, them flats down there. Well, it's a hot day and it's up and down, a lot of up. And I'm buggered. Well, that's an interesting look back. I can literally see roughly where I came up from. You see those trees right in the distance on the ridgeline there? They're the trees I came through out of that climb from Taos Valley this morning. And then I went up to the left to about there, and that's when I turned this way and started following the ridge such that it is. I mean, look at all that up and down I've gone through. Up, down, up, down. Those mountains that you can see in the middle now, that's the Latier Peak Wilderness, where I was, what, 3 or 4 days ago. Beautiful. I'll tell you what, do you see those lights out there? Well, not lights, the sun shining off the roofs. I think that could be Taos. It's where Taos is, where Taos is supposed to be. I mean, the main part of Taos might be a little bit more to the left that you can't see. Excuse the wind. And if you look out, do you see that black line running across that really flat place? I'm absolutely certain, in fact I know it is, that's the Rio Grande Gorge, because I've been following it with my eyes, and I've been following it right up here, and you probably can't see, but I can actually see the gorge. And I've just followed the line, and that's it. That's the river. That's the Rio Grande Gorge. That's where I'm heading. I'm heading to San Cristobal, and then I'm heading for that. I follow the gorge. See all that flat area out there? Yeah, I get to follow that for the next couple of days. That's where I'm heading, basically. The trail should split in a short while. I need to take the left one, the left-handed fork, which will start taking me down there, and it follows a creek, San Cristobal, something like that. And if the creek anything like the one that I came up with, I'm good. I've got all the water I need. So I don't have my fingers crossed for that, but it sounds like it's a really good perennial source. But I'll show you when I get there. And here we are, San Cristobal Trail, down there. This is taking me down now, right down. So if it's an half decent trail and no load of deadfalls and blowdowns, I'm going to have an easy afternoon. I just need to keep my eye out for that San Cristobal Creek. Or is it Rio San Cristobal? I don't know. It's a creek where I'm going to sit and have a really good drink. My voice is a bit scratchy at the minute. I could do with a drink. That is where I'm heading. And that's a long way. Well, there's a view looking back. That peak that you can see in the middle now, I've come up and over that. And I've worked my way to the left, pretty much along the ridge line. And then I've just dropped down somewhere behind those trees there. It's starting to go down. Okay, that's the San Cristobal Creek. Absolutely bone dry. That's not good. Now I know I'm at the top of the mountain a bit here. So hopefully, by the time I get further down, there'll be water. If there isn't, I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm honest. There's no way have I got enough water on me to get me to the next water source, and that's right out in the open. And that could be dry as well. My mouth's bone dry as it is. Like I said, I didn't want to drink all the water I was carrying in case this was dry. I've got to save some. I might, I'm playing devil's advocate here, but when I get down to the bottom of here, I might have to try and hitch a lift somewhere, but I don't know. Look. Doesn't look like it's been wet for a bit, does it? Oh, why did you come in freaking June? This is a 3 on the water chart, and as you can see, it's absolutely bone dry. And so am I. Oh man. The f. There is a trailhead. I'm not sure how far down here, but I've got everything crossed there because I need somebody to be actually in there in a car with water. I mean, what's the freaking chances of that on a Wednesday? Other than that, I'm going to have to see if I can... When I get to San Cristobal, there's a post office. I don't think he's going to be open when I get there. And then round the corner, it's what they call an eco lodge. I was looking at considering staying there the night. Online, it's only $80. But I'm thinking that can't be right, not for a lodge. Maybe that's $80 a piece if there's 6 of you. But anyway, even if I don't stay there, I can maybe go and beg for some water. Oh Christ. Oh well. Is that wind I can hear, or is that water down bottom of this steep crag thing? This side? That sounds like water down there. How the hell do I get down there? I'm sure that's water. I hope the down trail goes near it. I mean, it could be the same creek, I don't know, but it just looks a whole lot steeper than what it was back there. But the trail seems to be heading the same way. It's just wind, I think. No, it's not, it's water. I can see some down there. I can see it. How the bloody hell do I get down there? Oh, you little lifesaver. I mean, listen to my voice. That's as scratchy as hell. Oh. Right, let's see if I can get down. Well, what can I say? Whoo! That San Cristobal Creek up there, it's bone dry. And as I'm coming down, like you've just seen, I could hear water on the right hand side. I've no idea what that creek's called, but that I got water in, and then I came further down and there was an even smaller creek on the left hand side, and they've sort of come together here. So I'm guessing from down here this is San Cristobal Creek, but from here it's going to be running. Thank God. Man, panic over. Well, that's really helped me out, that. Thought I was in a spot of bother then, I really did. Not for the first time. But the trail follows this creek now for about 2 miles. So when it finally leaves the trail, I'm going to really top up. Because the next water think it's over 10 mile, but that's right out in the open, so that might not, there's no saying that that's going to be any good. So I'm going to crack on down here. I really enjoyed this trail, Columbine-Hondo Wilderness, in the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. I've really enjoyed my time in those mountains. They're absolutely stunning, they really are. And I may, if I get a signal, or if I think I go past it, that eco lodge I mentioned, I may stay there tonight, because they have got laundry. Last 3 places I've been, I haven't had laundry, so I've just done my socks and my shorts in this shower like I usually do, but my shirt needs washing, it's hacky. I mean, $80 for a lodge for a night. It's not bad, is it, that? But anyway, we'll see. But boy, I needed that water. Well, that's me leaving the Columbine-Hondo Wilderness. Absolutely fantastic time. Whew. Still got a lovely view. Well, that there is about where I started to descend the canyon. That's a long way away. This is the main road through San Cristobal. Talk about spread out. I'm not far off the post office where I'm going to stop. Like I say, it won't be open at this time. But I'm just going to sit, have 5 minutes, get a drink of water and see if there's any chance of a signal. I seriously doubt it. But who knows, I mean, there's telephone poles all over the place. So there might be a stand somewhere. Well, there's the post office. Even got its own fire department by the looks of it. And there's a church down there. Right, I'm going to sit down near the post office and see what I can figure out. Right, I got a signal and I've booked a cabin. I've just got to find it now. I've got... Usually I work my way through these sort of place, well, any place, to keep the money down, the cost. But that's pretty cheap. And I'm coming across places here that are just so unique. I mean, I was never going to stay a night in Red River, but you saw Red River, it was just beautiful. And this is so unique, it just looks like it's full of hippies. And it's called an Econo Lodge. And there's goats and sheep and chickens. Well, like I say, I've just got to find it now. This is what I'm looking at. There's a church. Everything is so spread out, as you'd think. And I'm not kidding when I said this is the main road. This is the main road through it. Talk about living a chilled back life. Here we go. Whew. Let's hope there's somebody up. Right, here we go. I'll show you around. This is my little lodge. Dorothy Brett's. Talk about old-fashioned. I've just put all my clothes in the washer, which is around back. Shower up. Look at this. The guy that owns it, I think he's older than me. He's brought me some eggs. That's a turkey egg and an avocado, all free range, so I'm going to boil them. How nice was that? I'll show you a bit more later when I pick my washing up. There's my washing getting done. Now that big shed's a place you can go and chill out. I might chill out in there later, who knows. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it here for this video. So I shall see you tomorrow with a new one.